Hello, and welcome to Confessions with Johanna. I'm assuming you know what this is by the title, but I decided, do you know what? I'm gonna have to make myself a video where I talk about all the projects that I've started and not finished, just to shame myself into actually finishing them, because I started to realise that I have just infinite projects that I started and not finished, and I felt if I put them in a video, you guys can hold me accountable. So here's a list of all the projects I'm currently working on, or at least have started, but I haven't finished yet. First up, I started collecting parts for this project probably 2 years ago, and I've still not done it, but I have a load of parts. And that is building the bathhouse MOC by Martin Lego Design. I've also started collecting parts of the house moving castle, but I haven't committed to that part collection as much. I don't know why I never finished. I even specifically ordered parts of this MOC for a while, and I just never finished all of them. And now I've been doing it for so long, I don't even know which parts I have or haven't. So that's why it's never finished, I think, because I never properly kept track of what I ended up having. I still really want to build this MOC, so I really want to pick this back up because I love Studio Ghibli and kind of their movies, and I think this is a really brilliant MOC, so this is definitely something I actually want to build. Next up is converting this office set into a modular building. Now, there is a slightly better reason for it. I haven't started it yet, which is I've obviously been focusing on moving the Lego room and reinstating the city and kind of deciding where I want things to go. But I'm now at a place where I think I know where I want this office set to sit. I want to kind of make a MOC that goes next to the brick bank. And I think it would be really cool if that was just an office. It makes sense for the area it's in. It's the old towny area, it's next to a bank. An office building makes sense. It wouldn't look anything like this, but I want to use all of the interior builds from here to do this. I've seen a few really cool models that I like on Rebrickable, so I think maybe I'll just take inspiration from those and then fill it with these interior builds. I do really love how lively this set is. It has so many cool parts, it has so many fun interior builds and details, which is kind of everything that I love. I just don't have any attachment to the actual Office series. I've never watched it, so I just really like to use it as just a MOC. I really just need to start that, because this is just sitting around. Next up, and this is something that I have been actively working on, it's just taking forever, is my friend's conversion MOC. So ever since the Union Street set came out, I have been in love with this set, especially the Bloom shop, because I love the techniques, I love how that building feels. It was just a touch too bright for me, so I decided that I was going to just use the instructions on Lego and build this shop. But as I was doing that, I realised that maybe I want to change the top floor. I have actually done a lot of work on this. I have the bottom floor finished. I just now need to start designing a top floor because I have now also decided where it's going to sit. It's going to sit next to the art shop on the boutique hotel, so it's going to have to look nice from the front and the side because you can see the side of this building once it sits next to that rooftop cafe. So I need to make this pretty. Now I'm going to give you a really small sneaky preview, but it's not finished yet. Basically, it went through a huge amount of variations, but it's now a antique print and art shop. I am super happy with the ground floor, so hyped right now, but I don't want to show it off too much because there's a whole video in the making which has been literally in the making for months. This is probably the most advanced of all of these. I just need to have the time to actually design and then build the next 2 floors, which I think I'm gonna make into an apartment for my figure because it'd be really fun to have a little apartment for myself in the city, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. Next up is the medieval MOC. I know, how often have I been talking about it? I have been working on it, but really slowly because time has been so limited. You can actually see it's right there. We've done some work on half of the MOC for the base plates, and it's kind of shaping up to be a good area for the town, the sea and the river. We haven't worked on the other side yet because that's the side where the mountain's going to be, and that's going to be much harder to store. We are collecting parts actively in the background. We have a lot of stuff ready. We just need some time. Actually, we have 2 weekends currently reserved to work on this MOC, so hopefully we're going to actually be able to work on this really well and kind of share some progress with you. Oh my goodness. Another MOC that I've been wanting to update and change and want to integrate back into my city is my Ninjago City of Lanterns MOC that I made for my previous Ninjago area. I am still incredibly happy with the bottom level of this MOC. I think it just looks really fun. I think it blended in super well. I just now don't love the top anymore, and also the top doesn't really work for where I want to place it now because it used to integrate with how I had this pavement to work. So I'm gonna probably have to sit next to the Ninjago markets. So I'm gonna probably remove this top, keep this bit, and then redesign it so it works in a new area. Additionally, I also want to work on like the Ninjago rivers and just detailing in that area. So this is one of the many really obvious things I want to do in there, but I also just really want to spend some time actually updating that area because it's been a really long time coming. I do still have a lot of the City of Lantern pieces from that set that I didn't use, and I kind of would like to make another MOC or enhance this further, so who knows what's going to happen with the top floor of this. I do really like what it ended up looking like with sort of like the yellow. I never really thought I'd have a use for that yellow and the detailing here and the sign, but overall I just don't think this bit of the MOC ended up being really what I like. There's two more things that I kind of think as individual projects that I want to work on. One is I wanted to finish my Hogsmeade display. We've started working on a base plate for it, just like diagonalis, it's movable, but I haven't attached anything to it. I haven't really done much work to it, and also obviously half it isn't on one. I want to put the Shrieking Shack on like a little bit of a hill. I want to add some more details. That is definitely going to happen at some point, but it's not a huge priority, and because it's kind of a winter theme one, I think I may just leave that until winter because I have so much other stuff to do, as you probably can tell from this video. Additionally, I also have one really embarrassing thing that I still haven't tackled, and that is sorting out my parts. So this is an entire tub full of unsorted Lego parts from projects that I've taken apart, sets that I've bought and not displayed, just a lot of stuff in here. Are new parts from sets that I've built and I ended up not displaying, and I wanted to use the parts from a project that I had on display in my old room but then took apart just a part out, and I haven't sorted them. And I remember vividly doing this before where I had a huge box full of stuff and I was like, I'll never let it get to this thing again, and we're back at the place where I have a whole tub of unsorted Lego parts, which is such a privileged problem to have because there is a lot of stuff that is really awesome in there. But oh my god, the idea of having to sort all of it is just so painful. And I also very much know that there's stuff in there that I've needed for projects that I had to purchase off Bricklink because I don't know how quickly I can find it, which is really embarrassing, and I really just need to get through it. So yeah, if any of you wants to come volunteer and help me sort those parts out, that'd be great. Thank you so much. I think the reason I've been talking about these projects for such a long time but haven't actually gotten around to it is I have such limited time. I haven't really got time to build at all during the week, so it's only just every other weekend, but really most weekends I have also got a lot of house chores to do and also YouTube stuff to do, so really the time is so limited. So I'm very conscious that I've been talking about 20 million products I want to do for a really long time, and you guys must be like, why is this not happening? She keeps talking about this. I hope you enjoyed me embarrassing myself with the amount of project that I still got going on, but I hope that we get to a point where I get to actually do most of these and I get to share it with you, because I do really love every single one apart from the pod storage of these projects, and I do really want to finish them and like share it with you. Obviously the city is another project, but I decided not to really include it as a project because it's such a huge all-encompassing thing that's just sort of like gonna organically grow over time. As I said, I have a few weekends coming up that I've kind of either reserved for Lego building or for working on the medieval MOC or things like that, so hopefully there will be videos coming to the channel super soon about that. I'm just going to be spending the rest of today actually building that Friends MOC because it's so far ahead and I'm so happy with it. I really want to share it with you. And I'll see you guys in the next video where I hopefully finish one of the other projects that I haven't even mentioned in this video yet because I'm so close to completion. So I will see you guys super soon. Stay well. Don't forget to tune in on Sundays when I do live streams, and I will see you in my next video, guys. Have a lovely day. Goodbye. Hello. Oh man, Lego. I love Lego. I have no time. Nothing is being finished. Oh no.